Okay, so we have a turnover right here. That's fine, turnovers happen, but you have to sprint back now. Like, look at the Spurs player. See, if you're sprinting the whole way, you're going here. Now, this player can take the ball, and this player can go here. But you've removed yourself from the entire play, and now it's a 3-on-2. So the Spurs switch this down screen right here. Stop. So Porzingis is facing you up right now. So why is your hand on Porzingis? And look at this. Why are you leaving your feet like this? So now your feet are going upward. You're off balance. So now look. Now this little jab step there is going to send you flying backwards, and now Porzingis has the space he needs. So the Spurs are switching this handoff. This is a disaster. This is a total disaster. This player has got to be up. You've got to be level to the man giving the handoff in a defensive stance ready to guard. Are you in a defensive stance right now ready to guard? No. You're playing off your front foot right now. So now you're going uphill as Denny Avdia is going downhill. You're out of position. Okay, so the Spurs are trapping right here. If you are trapping, as soon as this pass gets made here, this player has got to come here because this player now is coming over here. See, look at this ball is in the air right now. Stop. What? You need to be moving now this way. This player is coming over here. See, you haven't moved yet. You're late on the rotation to Avdia. Cannot lean towards the screen like this. Look at this guard for the Spurs leaning towards the screen. You're going to get beat the other way. Running drop coverage here like the Spurs are clearly running. You cannot go under the screen. You have to go over. You go under the screen, the angle, it's just not going to work. Okay, just because you're running drop coverage right here, stop. Like, you need to be in a defensive stance with your feet set, okay? Feet aren't set. Not in defensive stance. Look at this right here. You're playing off your front foot right now as this player is going downhill. Don't worry about Porzingis. There's a backside defender right here. But now you can't guard the ball. So the Spurs, as you can see, are doubling Porzingis here. On this Spurs player's rotation here, please can you just guard the ball? Why must you do that? What is this Spurs player doing right here? Like, you're guarding here. This Spurs player's guarding here. So stay here. You got to battle for real estate, initiate contact. You can't ever be comfortable with the Wizards offensive player just chilling in the paint. Like, look at this. What are you doing? What is this Spurs player doing? There's no screen being set. What? You're guarding the ball. Why does this Spurs player just stop guarding the ball? Excuse me? So the Spurs are going to switch what they think is a handoff. It's a fake dribble handoff. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're switching this handoff right here, you've got to be staying with this player here. Once he comes off this handoff, then you switch. But look what happens here. This player is already committed to a switch. He's no longer guarding Avdia. So when this player switches and this is a fake dribble handoff, Porzingis can just go right to the rim. Okay, you got to be a little calculated when you go for a loose ball. Stop. All right, right here. Okay, this Spurs player has zero chance of getting this ball. Zero. So please just stay home. What are you doing? Horrible switch. If you're switching the screen, this player right now has got to get up. You got to be level to the screener. You got to be in a defensive stance with your feet set, ready to guard as soon as this player comes off the screen, because this player's dipping underneath the screener. Look at this. This player is not a defensive stance, not ready to guard, so you're just off balance now. You are running drop coverage. You have to go over the screen. Look at this Spurs player trying to go under. Well, now you're just hung up on the screen and you're never going to get actually to the ball. So the Spurs, this player here comes to double. Okay, so if that's the case, then this player's got to stay home because this player on this pass here is going to have to rotate, and then you would have to rotate, and then this player would have to come here. But look at this. We have 3 Spurs players guarding the ball. You have no chance of rotating on the perimeter now. Another horrible switch. This time it's the man switching onto the screener. You've got to get underneath the screener when you switch. If you switch over the top of the screener, this happens. What is this Spurs player doing? Your man is coming this way, so you have to stay with him. What just happened here? How did this just happen? What? So this shot is in the air for the Spurs right here. Okay? So this player, this player, this player, if you're staring at the shot, get back. If everybody stares at the shot and no one gets back, well, naturally this happens. So the Spurs big has zero chance of guarding Porzingis right now. He's late to get out. He's not going to be able to guard him one-on-one. So, this player's got to slide in here. This player's got to slide in here. You got to play the gaps now. Okay? So this player can play on Kristaps Porzingis' side. He can enforce him here. I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. I will be able to recover. Same exact thing here. But that doesn't happen. Just because you're in drop coverage does not mean that you should not be in a defensive stance right now with your feet set. Look at the Spurs player. Not in a defensive stance right now. Feet are not set. So you're going uphill as this Wizards guard is coming downhill. Not how you defend a stagger screen. You got to go over this and under that. Okay, look at this player. You can't go, stop. See, look at the space here. Now you can't, it's ridiculous. You can't be able to guard. So now that's going to mean that this player's got to step up and double, which means this player's got to worry about this player here and can't focus on this player right here in the corner. And yeah, we have problems. Cannot lean towards the screen here. Look at this. You're leaning towards the screen early. That means you're going to get beat the other way. Hey, you cannot triple team the post. Who's doubling here? Is this player coming to double the post? Okay. Then this player's got to stay home because this player has to stay home because if a pass is made here, this player's got to rotate here, here, here. But you have no chance of rotating to anything if you have 3 people guarding the post. We have a down screen right here. This is a major problem. This player cannot be going up the gut of the down screen. He has to go over, and this player's got to get attached with his arms out so this player can't curl. As you see, 0 of those 2 things take place. What are the Spurs doing here? Why are you switching this? There is no screen being set. What? Why is there a switch? And it's late.